Chapter 13. No headache, no dizziness, no ringing in his ear. Yet a faint breeze seemed to come and go. He was hyperventilating. What just happened? He hurried to the bathroom to splash water on his face. He felt hot and could feel the sweat on his forehead. Someone was screaming his name from outside the building. She looked around before looking up toward the apartment, catching his eyes. "John?" she yelled. However, before she could say anything else, he turned to leave. Then he was instantly back on the sidewalk. "Dios mío!" she screamed as he appeared suddenly in front of her. "How did you—" She looked up at the apartment, then back at him. He shrugged. "I don't know." People gathered around them, whispering and pointing. "Dude, that was fucking awesome!" a kid yelled from across the street. "Let's go back to the apartment," Maria whispered. "Yeah." But then he was immediately back in the living room when he turned around. He swallowed the vomit that tried to erupt from his gut. A brief gust of wind burst into the room, and Maria suddenly appeared in front of him. "You can teleport," he said. "There was this ripple in the air where you teleported," she said. "I could both see it and not see it. I touched it, and then here I was with you." Music from Maria's phone startled them. She reached in her purse, pulled it out, then showed it to John. "It's Reeves." "Answer it," John replied. She got up, walked to the kitchen, and answered the call. After a brief exchange, she hung up. "Well?" John asked. "He said to meet him at work." John was back on the floor, between his coffee table and his couch. Sunlight peeked through his blinds. When he jumped to his feet, Maria was already up. She wore a blank expression on her face, as if she wasn't mentally present. He shook her, and she snapped out of it. "What just happened?" John asked. "How am I back in the clothes I woke up in?" "We didn't teleport this time," she said. "What do you mean?" "It feels like déjà vu, but only real." "What?" John said. "You know how you can feel déjà vu? Well, this is more like we saw déjà vu. I don't think we moved from these spots since waking up." "So, did any of that actually happen? Did we really teleport?" he asked. "I don't know." John paced back and forth across his living room. "This is freaky," he said. "No shit." Music from Maria's phone startled them. Her hand shook as she dug in her purse for it. She sighed, then showed it to John. "Right on cue." "Damn," John replied. "So it was like precognition." "Should I answer?" she asked. "Might as well." She answered the call, and after a brief exchange, she hung up. "Same as the vision?" John asked. She nodded.